Good morning, fisher people. I'm Nosh from FishOn TV, and it's Tuesday, the 27th of July. It's our club, the Old Boys Club Match Fishing Day, and today you are joining us at the wonderful McCallums Farm, Bank Fisheries at Bank. Really looking forward to it. I have got to mention, last week we did fish at Woodhouse Grange, and I did record it, but it was like a Charlie Chaplin film, it was silent. I thought I'd switch the receiver on, I got my microphone. Actually, I have also got to say that I tried getting a new microphone for the road that I lost at Sally Walsh's, and I wrote to Road, let them know what accident happened and would be more than willing to pay for a microphone. They asked me to send the invoice, which was in January, and the serial numbers, which I did, and they sent me a pair of new ones. So what a mighty company Road are. Thank you very much. I wasn't expecting it. Absolutely fantastic. So I've got a brand new set of the Road wireless go with microphone, so I had to give it a thumbs up for that. I think it's fantastic. What a fantastic company. But right, let's get back to even though I had those last week, I thought I'd switch them both on properly. With the sun being so bright, I'd not seen that the light hadn't come on. God damn it. So it was a silent movie, so you missed that one. But I have got to mention, because he'll never forgive me, Soz drew an end peg, got it all to himself, and all the fish last week were from halfway down towards where he was on both sides, and as I weighed in, you could tell with the weights. Up near the top of where we were, there were low weights, down at the bottom of were all the big weights. So for some reason, even though I may have 38 pounds worth of fish, lost quite a few. Jeff was the same at the side of me, and John and Jack, there were a few all up that end. We all struggled to catch the quality fish that Soz were catching, and he smashed it up. That's Soz, £103. So Soz, sorry the video wasn't on, but I will mention it today. You were last week's mightiest fisherman, end peg with £103. Well done, son. And as you all know, it kills me to say it. But no, credit where credit's deserved. Well done, Soz. So today, Bank End, Match Lake, cracking lake, cracking fishery, and the last time the Old Boys were here, they had a great day's fishing. There were 4 or 5 weights over £100. I think Ringer won it with about 167, Franny had 140 odd, 150 odd. But the conditions weren't like they are going to be today. It's 20 odd mile an hour winds this morning, and we're expecting from sort of 11 or 12 o'clock onwards 40 mile an hour plus winds again. Just seems to follow me, doesn't it, all these blustery days. So that could limit, say, pellet waggler fishing maybe, I don't know, depends how strong it is, but I would have thought it's not going to be ideal, and it's going to limit long pole and long pole shallow, which is what I was hoping to practice today, because tomorrow I am the rookie. I've got my first round in the UK Angling Championships at Hallcroft Fisheries, so I'm hoping to practice a couple of things, but looks like I'm not going to be able to do that now. So we're nearly there then, I'm a couple of minutes away. Could be short pole, margins, and it could be bomber feeders today. So we shall see where we get drawn, see which way the wind's blowing. We'll take it from there. So we shall see you on the, we'll see you at the draw. See you soon. GoPro, stop recording. Don't know why I try. where I've been fishing shallow. Oh, that's another. About 4 or 5 pound, that'll do. There, look at that for a right lump. 7 or 8 pounder. Hello fisher people, right peg 23, bank end Match Lake. The wind was, well it does look like it's left to right, but with it swirling it's behind me as well, it's all over the place. Right, I'm an hour in. What are we, an hour? Yeah, we're 1 hour in. Reason I've done that is just so I know that the batteries will last the next 5 hours, because the 6-hour matches, they will last 6 hours, but I just don't want to be don't want it cutting off all the sound. Right, I've started short, just dropping, no, I've put hardly any feed in whatsoever, just 4, 5, 6 pellets, and I've ended up with 2 carp, small ones, about 3.5 pound, a skimmer and a decent sized roach, and I've just lost one at the net as well. I've just been priming. I'm going to try, it might be a little bit too windy, but I've got a shallow rig set up which I want to have a little practice. I want to keep practicing that this summer, catapulting with my left hand and just practicing a little bit of shallow fishing. I might get away with it, so I'll have a go if not. And like I said, I've been priming that. I've just put the bomb out there over the top of it at the minute, and I'm going to go shallow with 6mm pellets on the pole. I have got my waggler rod if I want to, but I've noticed there's 1 or 2 lads tried the waggler and they've had no success with it at all. It is quite a bit cold, as you can see. I've got this on because it's a bit chilly here. And as you saw, Soz drew a right peg. He was running to it. I'm not kidding. He won last week, which I think I mentioned earlier. He said this morning, I said, you'll be fancying doing a double, won't you? He said, only if I draw peg 16, and he's drawn it. Can you believe it? I've drawn that in winter 2 or 3 times, but it's a completely different peg in winter. I've not seen him doing too much, to be honest with you, but that is the peg. That peg won our heaviest weight of last year, about 200 pounds or so. And I think about 160 odd came off it the last time these guys were here. I missed last time. So he's in a right peg. That is the peg to have in summer. I would say 16 and 17 take some beating, so they're to be beaten today. I've seen 1 or 2 fish caught. I've not seen anybody bagging. It was quite a bit cooler yesterday. It rained all day and it was windy all day yesterday. It's windy again today. Don't know, it might fish a little bit harder today. So I'm quite happy with what I've put in the net so far. It'd have been nice to get the 3rd one in. It'd be nice if I can get them going shallow. So I've got a bomb rod set up, which I'm going to have 2 lines. I'm going to have go over the short line, I've been shallow fishing, and then into the middle. I've also got a method feeder or hybrid feeder set up. And I've 2 margins. They're quite deep margins. I don't like them deep in summer, but they are quite deep. The shallowest one I've got is about 2.5 to 3 foot, and the other one's 3.5 foot, maybe a little bit more. And that's right in the edge. If you go too close to the edge, it's just like grass sods. It's even my plumb were getting snagged. So that's the first update. That's how I've started my match. I'm quite happy with the way it's going at the minute. It'd be nice if it was prolific, but it isn't. As you know, towards the end of the match, things can get a little bit better, but we are expecting 40-mile-an-hour winds. We don't want those, but they're on the way. So I'll give you some updates as we go along. Speak to you soon. I'm not saying GoPro stop recording, it never works. I've had a little go shallow and I was just getting tapped, and I think it was these. I think it was bream. They weren't proper carp bites that you'd expect. Noticed Gareth, he's had a go, and I'm pretty sure I saw him with a skimmer that went flying out at water as well, shallow. So I've just had about half an hour shallow. I thought I might have got a few, but it's just, it's not happening. Maybe it's not ideal with all this wind. So I'm just literally just flicking. Just go a little bit further than what I've been casting. I've been shallow fishing. Let that sink. I've got quite a long hook length on, about 15, 16 inch. And I've had an F1 and that little skimmer. But there are some bigger carp topping quite a bit further out, and I have got a pellet waggler, but I've also fed 8mm pellets towards the middle of the lake, which is my other bomb line. So I did have some indications. Like I said, there were just little taps, like an F1-y type tap. So I had the carp shallow rig set up, so you know, a longer line from the top of my pole to my float. If I was F1 fishing, I'd probably only have a couple of inches, but it's not the F1s that I'm after. Right towards the middle of the lake there. I haven't had a go on the long bomb line yet. I was planning on the bomb, 8mm pellet there, and the hybrid feeder, Duro banjo feeder. Method feeder, whichever you fancy. I've got it set up for either the method or the Duro banjo. And looking round, it fished prolifically the last time the boys came here. Like I say, I wasn't able to make it. I've only seen the odd fish caught. Most people have got their arms folded. So these rigs that I've got here today, it's not unlike fishing at Hallcroft as far as the sort of the depth goes. So I've pretty much got the same elastics, the same rigs, the same as what I'm probably going to do tomorrow, just to get a feel for everything I want to do tomorrow. I really do want to catch a few fish tomorrow to give myself half a chance of doing something in the section. The worst case scenario is coming last in your section, which ain't a great start for the UK champs, which is over 4 legs. So I just keep putting 1 or 2 pellets on the short line just here. I've not overkilled feeding anywhere apart from when I've just been shallow fishing there at 13 metres, obviously firing 5 or 6 pellets around your float, which has been difficult because every time we've got a gust of wind it went a yard or 2 further. So and I'm getting quite a lot of liners, so I do think there's a lot of silverfish down there as well. I did lose quite a hefty fish earlier, no reason, the up pulled out, so that's 2 I've lost today. I'm having a bad run with losing fish. Can't put my finger on it. The hooks are right, the line's right, the way I've tied it's right. I don't know whether just not hooking them properly, I don't know. Maybe just a bad run of losing fish. But that's the update. We'll see if we can get a few more a little bit later on. See you soon. It didn't take long, 3.5 minutes. Where I've been fishing shallow. Oh, that's another, can you believe it? Another hook pull. Looks like that was foul hooked. Yeah, got some scales, as you can see. That was definitely a foul hook. I don't think the others were foul hooked, to be fair. Oh well, nobody likes to see that. I'll get back in. Right, so going on to my long bomb line. First cast, and it was in for about, well, it's actually 4 minutes. It's not a big fish, but at least it's gone round. And I've seen Soz getting 1 or 2. Andy's in a good peg as well. He's on peg 17, Andy Gill, and I've seen him catching 1 or 2, but again, I've not seen anybody really bagging. John opposite me's had 1 or 2. I know Brian's had 1 or 2. I've heard splashes, but I can't really see him. Oh, mirror car. So we just keep plodding on. Just keep putting 1 or 2 fish in the net and hope we have a flurry at the end. I really did think Soz and Andy would be catching a few more than what they're catching. But like I said, I've not been watching them all the time, because obviously you've got to watch your own rod. That's 8mm pellet. I don't know whether you can see the aerator, and about that sort of distance with the wind behind, it's easy to get my pellets out there. Pretty much got it on my own because they've got the wind in the face on the other bank, and they won't be able to cast their pellets there, so hopefully I might have 1 or 2 fish there. So I'm not going overkill with the pellets, 4 or 5, just short of the aerator. There we go. I'll cast that straight over the top of them. So I do like to go a little bit further to start with, and I just slowly reel it towards me. Try and keep that, because I don't want the pellet dry. It's just settled now. It's quite deep out there. I don't want the pellet dropping next to the bomb, and then I just give it 1 or 2 little turns. Hopefully that will straighten the line out from the bomb to the hook. I just nipped to get me Sammy. Just had a quick word with Brian. Brian's doing a lot better than I thought. He reckons he's 36 pounds. He's been catching on bomb, and he's had 1 or 2 on the pole as well. So I would say, unless to my left's catching really well, he's doing better than most that I've seen out of the anglers I can see. There we go, I'll get this unhooked. Strange bite as well, it wasn't exactly heaving it round. So I'll get this unhooked and I'll get back out there. See you soon. Better fish. Again on the long bomb line. About 4 or 5 pound, that'll do. Get in. Can do a few more of those. Right, we shall get back out there. See, this is literally in about 30 seconds. Nice steady bite. First I thought it were a liner, but it went too far. So just lost another one on the bomb. I'm having such a bad period at minute of hook pulls, and I went onto this short line, had another one on, first put in, and another hook pull. Let's hope I can keep this one on. Oh, it's a beauty as well. Oh, it's just swum right into that. That is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. That's a right lump. That's got to be 7 or 8 pound. Well, that's unreal, isn't it? Unreal. Yeah, look at that for a right lump. 7 or 8 pounder. Yeah, so just dropped a little method feeder on that 13-metre line. Well, Juro banjo feeder with a 6mm pellet on. And it was in a minute and a half. It went dead on the short pole with little skimmers and roach nibbling away. But like I say, I've kept refeeding my long bomb line. I've kept refeeding the 13-metre line. Not overkill. Every 5 minutes or so, 5 or 10 minutes. And then it went straight round. Very aggressive bite. I've just put a small parcel of bait in the margin. I'm going to give that half an hour or so. I'll give that a quick try a bit later on. And it's another little carp. Well, it's about 2.5, 3 pound. But they're all weight builders. So what am I up to now? We'll put 3 on for that. 1, 2, 3, 31 pounds I'm up to now. Right, a quick update for you. I'm up to about 39 pounds. I've just had a 6 pound carp on my long bomb line. Seems to be catch a couple of fish, then it goes quiet, it goes off. Just nothing apart from little skimmers. Oh, there we go, that's only been in 1 minute 55. Soz started catching. Oh, Dave's just lost one. Nobody likes to see that, Dave. Dave's just lost one at the side of me. Brian reckons he said 50 pound and he got one on. So I'm behind him. Keep seeing John catch 1 or 2 across from me. Looks like Gareth's got one on. I say Soz. He's catching now. That peg. He's in the margin. I can see him chucking bait in the margin. So it's, I don't know what these guys to my left have done. I cannot see, but they are good pegs down to my left down there. So 39 pounds plus this might be nothing. Don't know. I've not seen Bobcat catch too much. That's not like him. He is a mighty fisherman. Bad update actually, was it? Tip to go around. I have been videoing the tip, but typical, it never goes around when I'm videoing it. Oh, I've just felt that come off its fin. Feels like you've lost it. Could be a decent fish, this. Not wanting to come up. Weirdly, the smaller fish are putting a lot mightier fights up than the big ones, but this one's doing all right. So I've just kept trickling baiting on my lines. I've mainly caught on pellet on my short line, my 13-metre line, and my bomb line. I haven't tried the margin yet. No need to, because I have been catching 1 or 2. So I might just give that a little refeed. because it is getting to margin time. They say sozzers catching in the margin. Good sign that they are coming in. But having said that, you can catch in the margins from the off there on that particular peg. I know Ringer did right from the off last year when he caught just short of £200. God, this is not wanting to show its face. Too lively for a big one, but who am I? What's it going under there? Because it's full of snags. It's really going some. That is not a bad size. He put a mighty bottle up, mighty. Right. No messing about, because I know you lot tell me off. I'll get him unhooked and in the net. Right, I've just had my first quick look in the margins. Even though I did have another one on the bomb. I noticed Soz has been catching one or two. I had a little roach bite to start with, and then I hit this one. And it feels slow and heavy. Oh, I lost so many fish in the last couple of weeks, it's unreal. That was a nice fish. Always the biggest that get away. We'll try for another. Well, I had a look in my margins. As you saw, I lost that big one. Went into my left hand margin, all I got there was roach. So I've been back on my bomb line, and I've just had this one and another one. So we've got about half an hour left. I know Brian's been catching one or two to my right. I reckon he's probably about 15-20 pounds in front of me, I'm not sure. But I've been keeping my short 13 metre line topped up every 5 or 10 minutes. And that was in 1 minute 20 seconds on the short line. I had one on the long line, then nothing. Well, there's 30 seconds to go, and I've hooked into my third margin fish. I've lost the first two. It's the last fish. Hopefully we can keep this one on. And they're going to play hell up because I've done this loads of times. Time! Fish on! I noticed Soz seemed to be catching quite a few at the end there. How well he's done, I'm not sure. I've lost 5 fish, I think 5 or 6. Too many to keep losing, isn't it? It's putting a mighty battle up. Come on, son. So today all I've used is pellets. Oh my God, Bennett, can you believe that? There's just no reason for it, is there? Well, that's my 7th fish you've seen me lose today. Very, very frustrating indeed. Big enough hooks as well. I don't know. Never mind, never mind. Right, weighing time. And I'll see you at the weigh-in. See you soon. Right, fish people, match over, all weighed in. Well, it's been a cracking day's fishing. I mean, it's been blowing an absolute hoolie. Luckily, wind behind, well, behind and across, it was swirling a little bit, so a little bit awkward to get your pellets exactly where you wanted. But plenty of fish shown. Not as good as the last time that the boys came. Now, I don't know if you remember, Soz Bolt, when he drew peg 16, he ran there. He did say to me before, Anderson, do you fancy it double then? He went, if I draw peg 16, yes. Now he set off quite slow, and I did also mention that I wasn't happy with my margins being as deep as what they were. Quite a bit snaggy, grass soddy. But you know, I hooked into a couple on the right hand margin. But that peg I did mention, peg 16, that can produce right from the off in the margins. Now it didn't produce for him straight away, but he stuck it out, and they've ended up moving in, and he's caught there, and he's had a good day. My match, set off short, again straight into a fish, into another one, and lost it. Had a few bits then. Started feeding a line for 13 metres for a shallow line, give that a go. Had a few bites, but I think there were roach skimmer type fish that were taking it. No proper takes. Nobody's caught shallow today. People have tried pellet waggler, people have tried shallow. I think I saw it was Gareth or Warren. They had like a skimmer. I saw a skimmer leaping out. So shallow's not really worked, but I flicked a bomb over there and straight into them. And then it just stopped. But maybe I wasn't patient enough. I fed a long line for the bomb, 8mm pellet, 6mm pellet on the short line, 8mm on the long line. And again, rod going round, I lost a few. I've lost 7 today, I think it was. 7 decent fish as well. They're always the biggest, which could have put my weight up towards the 80 to 100 mark. I've ended up with £67.58. I've come 8th out of 21 guys. Little bit disappointed with myself listening to what other people have done. I think bomb and pellet, I think if I'd have just stuck with bomb and pellet today, I think I would have probably got up towards a ton mark, and I think that was the way to go, to be honest with you. So, but I've still thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, I'm getting a little bit deflated with losing fish. I don't know what it is. I mean, in one of the margins I had a 16 extra strong gurl. They're a wide gate, they're quite a big hook. No reason why I should lose fish off that. And the other fish that I've lost on QM1s size 12. How the heck you can lose fish on those is beyond me, and I've had a bad run of losing fish. I've had matches where I've not lost one, but you hear it all the way around. You have days where you keep losing fish, and I seem to be losing too many to give myself a chance in matches. So, but anyway, that's my match done, dusted. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Always enjoy my fishing. Nice to get a few fish in the net. Everybody's caught, like I said. Let's get on to the results. Now, bomb and pellet today has definitely been the way. Paste, Kev, the paste man, it's produced for him again today, as you'll see. A lot of people have caught on bomb and pellet and corn. Brian at the side of me said he caught on worm as well. Right, the results in 4th place with £97.28. Digital scales measuring 1/100ths. So Franny, what a mighty fisherman you are. Well done, son. He's caught mainly on bomb the majority of his fish. 3rd place, Tony, guy that helps me weigh in. He's just stuck with bomb and pellet all day, 8mm pellet, and he's ended up with £100.42 from peg 21. So well done, Tony. What a mighty fisherman you are. You had a smile on your face today. Nice to see it. Well done, son. In 3rd place, in 2nd place, the paste man, Kev, used Empen paste at Hayfield Lakes. I think he won the match there. Yeah, he won the match there, and is in 2nd place with £137.80 off peg 15. Another good peg. Little bit of advice for you. The reeds are very inviting. You will hook into plenty of fish, but you will also lose plenty of gear, and that's what he's done today. He reckons he could have had nigh on £200 if he hadn't messed about down there. He went top 2 and 2 straight in front on the paste, and he's nailed him, £137.80. So Kev, what a mighty fisherman you are. It's just, you can't believe it, can you? In 1st place, Sosbolt sprinted, wasn't even out of breath when he got there, sprinted to his peg 16. It's the summer peg at Bank End. It is the peg to beat, and again he's lost a lot of fish. He reckons he could have nailed £200 today. He's been trashed a few times. £143.66. He's fished right in the margin all day long. Top 2, that's it, that's all he's done. And he's £143.66. He is today's, the old boy's mightiest fisherman. Saws, what a mighty fisherman you are. Well done, son. Yes, you drew the best peg, but you've still got to catch them. I do keep saying it, and it's been brilliant for him today. So well done, son. Well deserved. Double winner. Can't complain at that. Well done, son. Beats me up, it does. Right. I have been trying a few things today. I had some new elastics in today. I have got the one I've been waiting for. I've got a place in the UK Angling Championships tomorrow at Hallcroft Fishery. I've fished it twice on the moat. It's not filled me with a great deal of confidence. £16 got me a 2nd place in a section. It fished quite poorly in that section where we were. I think Alan Scawthorne in another section won his section with £28. But the favoured pegs, it seems to be Endish pegs from what I can gather, produces the sort of between 90 and 200 pound weights. And I know that quite a few have been fishing shallow there, so really looking forward to that. There are 3 other lakes in. I think it's the Reed, Pool and Croft, I think. I'm not sure, because like I say, I've only fished it twice and both of them have been on the moat. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'll be dreaming about not losing fish try and keep my weight up there. So it's sections of 10. Let's see how I do. It's going to be an interesting day. I'm really looking forward to it. I am the rookie, can't wait. Let's just hope we get a decent draw and a few fish in the net. So I hope you've enjoyed today's insight to Bankend Fishery and today's match. If you enjoy our videos, don't forget, press the subscribe button. It's absolutely free. If you click our notification click the notification bell, you'll get our videos as we upload them. So thanks for watching, and I will see you at Hallcroft Fishery tomorrow. Fish on, guys. I'll see you soon. GoPro, stop recording. Why do I bother?